Hey guys, what's happening? So as you can see, I've got my laptop in the car, and I'm just about to do some logging. I haven't done any logging in a long time. Yesterday I reset my wideband calibration. The sensor was under the passenger seat, so that was a bit of a pain in the ass, but so right now I'm going to clear the current codes that I have stored in the ECU, and then do some logging. So what I've got open here is EvoScan 2.8. The reason I got 2.8 open is because 2.9 seems to be having some trouble with reading fault codes, so it's always good to have 2.8 and 2.9 on the laptop. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the car on. So as you can see, I've got a service light on. And so what we're going to do is we're going to connect. So I'm going to go down here and click display DTC, and as you can see, I've got a system to lean bank 1 code. So I'm just going to click clear DTCs, and it's cleared. So now what I've got to do is turn off the ignition, leave it for a few seconds, and then turn it back on. Now with the SSTs, for some reason, after flashing, sometimes it will display some fault codes, but let me start the engine up, and as you can see, there's no more fault code. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and close this, and then open up EvoScan 2.9. And this is where I'm going to start logging my files. So I've got pretty much most things checked. I have some trouble with my wideband being read by the ECU, but that should be fixed now. So I'm going to go ahead and start data logger. As you can see, it's connected, and I have a ton of data coming out. And it seems I have the AEM UEGO reading here, and it seems to be pretty on par with my wideband right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go for a drive. Okay, so now I have my my laptop in the passenger seat. Put the car in super sport mode, of course. And I'm going to start the data logger, and now it's logging. So what this is doing is, because my wideband gauge was off a little bit, and I reset it, and we haven't really done any E85 tuning in the car yet. I reset the ECU a couple times, so now I'm just going out and doing regular driving, just to show my tuner just in the, you know, what the car's doing under regular load, how the car is idling, you know, how the fuel trims are responding, and things like that, and it gives my tuner a chance to see, you know, what's happening with the car just when I drive it normally. So a couple of things to speak about on this little drive. We're going to have to move the Ryan Gates competition to a different day, because it seems like most of you guys aren't able to speak to him on a Friday, which kind of makes sense, because a lot of people will be at work and things like that. So we're gonna think about a new date, and then we'll post those details up. Man, it's hot as hell in here, so I'm gonna open the window a bit. So also we have to move the RawEvo dyno day. We're going to be doing it at a different shop, and I think it's going to be in the first week of October, so that'll give more people a chance to sign up. And so yeah, we'll be announcing the new details when we have them. So just keep checking back on the website. Our carbon fiber JDP lip group buy has finished. We have all the spots filled now. So we are going to be putting up the JDP carbon fiber rally style lip up for sale on RawEvo store. So check back over this weekend and it will be going up in the store there for you guys to order. It's an amazing piece of kit. And we also have, oh, I hate this bit, it's a huge bump here. We also have a new vendor that's actually making some protectors for the JDP lip. So it goes underneath the lip, and you can't even see it when the lip is on. And they're made out of aluminium, so they protect the lip from any scrapes or bumps or anything like that. And it's an awesome idea. So we're going to be working on that and releasing them as RawEvo lip protectors. So keep an eye on that. We're also going to be adding a ton more. Oh, it's noisy as hell around it. We're going to be adding a ton more products to the store this weekend. We've just got a new account, a great account with a new distributor. It's going to be supplying us a ton more parts at the best prices around. So we'll have those up in the store this weekend as well. If there's not anything up in the store, as I said before, then please do drop us an email or give us a call, because we can get hold of pretty much anything. So if you don't see the item for sale in the store, we can still probably get it for you. So keep that in mind. What is that noise? I think it might be my keys. Yeah. So once the car's warmed up, I'm just going to do a couple of blasts in boost, just to show my tuner what's happening. Seems that I'm running a little bit rich in between changes, well, not changes because I'm in an MR, but when I let off the gas, so that needs to be tuned out. So I'm probably going to do a little second gear blip, probably take it up to about 15 psi. I mean, I'm tuned for around 28 psi, but as I said, we haven't finished tuning it or tuned it properly on E85 yet, so I don't want to put too much boost through the car until I know it's going to be safe. So I'm probably going to just in second give it a little blip up until I see about 15 psi on the boost gauge, and then I'll let off. But that just gives Justin, my tuner, a chance to see what the car is actually doing in while it's in boost, without going full on. There's an ambulance behind me. ABS alloys on the car, and I'm thinking about ordering some new ones, but I'm not a big fan of spending like $3 grand on a set of wheels. To me, that is just, you know, I'm just not one of those guys. I'd rather spend $3 grand on new pistons and cams and stuff like that. You know, wheels to me aren't that important, but the only reason I want to change them is because I don't really want to run spacers. I've just heard some horror stories with spacers and wheels flying off, and I don't really want to take that risk in a car that's this expensive, you know. I just want a wheel that's slightly wider, just so it gives it that more aggressive look. So I'm probably just going to go for some cheap ones, and there's nothing wrong with like rotors or, you know, something, some of those kind of brands. I mean, they've changed a lot in recent years. They're much stronger and more trustworthy than they were once. So I'm going to keep that in mind. Whoa. And stuff, but it's always important to hold the traction control button for 5 seconds to turn it completely off, so that in your logs you're not getting the ECU trying to strip back the power. And I actually just forgot to do that, so I just turned it off. And I hope, since recalibrating the gauge yesterday, that it's reading correctly. It definitely wasn't reading 10 before, so we'll soon find out with the logs. But it was definitely reading rich just then when I gave about 30% throttle in second gear, and it was definitely reading around 10s, which is pretty damn rich. On E85 I should be running, you know, around 12 or just under. Buses, are they allowed to turn right on red? I don't think they are they? I think that's a rule just for buses, like they have to stop at railway tracks and that kind of thing. I'm not doing this logging on the best of days. I mean, it's 82 degrees here at the moment. That's what it's saying on the dash. Whether or not I believe that, I don't know, but the weather here is changing, so I mean, I'm gonna probably need to tweak my tune again in the next couple of weeks for the colder weather, because as the weather gets colder, your boost tends to increase a little bit, because there's more air, the air is denser. smell that E85 now. Put the handbrake up and let it idle just a little bit first before I switch it off. I'm still logging. Alright, so I'll let you guys know and I'll keep you updated on how the tuning is going. And remember, check out RawEvo.com. And if there's any parts that you need, feel free to just drop us an email or send me a PM or something, and we'll definitely get you hooked up.